In 2003, just 18 of Africa's then 53 countries traded more with China than they did with the US. 2 decades later, this is the case for 52 of Africa's 54 countries. The vast majority of trade is in raw materials, coming mostly from oil-rich Angola, mineral-rich Congo and South Africa, which is a hub for mineral exports. The US has a 25-year duty-free deal with Africa, and the ending of this African Growth and Opportunity Act later on 30th of September is an opportunity for China. Mr. Trump managed to convince Friedrich Merz that the US is still committed to NATO, despite past threats of walking out. Mr. Trump continues one of his favourite activities, his defence shopping spree, but this time urging his allies to commit to their defence capabilities. And at The Hague, the allies will agree on a spending budget equivalent to 3.5% of GDP. Aerospace and defence ETFs' performance have gone off the charts in recent months, far outpacing the broader indices. Expect this trend to continue. Over the past 12 months, the US's budget deficit has been an incredible 6.7% of GDP, and its debt-to-GDP ratio is expected to exceed 106% in 2 years' time, which is the level reached after the Second World War. Revenue from tariffs will help, but this is not expected to be enough. Clearly, Mr. Trump has analysts who say otherwise, or are too afraid to warn him. I'm not sure there is enough scrutiny over the reforms in the passing of such a massive bill. I once said that AI could be the catalyst that brings investors' attention back to China, and it has. AI relies on data, massive amounts of data, and China's 1.1 billion internet users churn out more data than anyone else on Earth. As has always been the case with technology, it's not necessarily the technology itself that limits progress, it's the social acceptance of the tech. One such limiting factor in the progression of AI is the data protection laws enacted by nations to protect its people, such as GDPR. And I think we're resisting an inevitability here in a future world with automation and predictive models that are used to increase productivity, efficiency, and improve everyday life. Massive amounts of personal data are needed to make it all work well. And China is increasingly taking a big brother approach to managing data with the launch of digital IDs, launched this month. China's heavy-handed approach to data collection and management will be a boon for its AI industry. People pretend to care about their personal data, and yet they are quite happy to post birthday photos of the family, that's the date of birth, facial profiles, and it won't be too hard to disseminate other personal information to use in a number of criminal activities. Which brings me to a little hint before I end this video. Keep a keen eye on the cybersecurity sector.